Well, what a show it was today. Gemma Rai wasn't in because he's unwell. He had a day off.
He had a day, and that was okay. We got through it. We talked about tat regrets or tat regret, a verbal typo that we've put in
This
there.
is on the back of, not on John Setka's back, but on the back of the story. He got around the shirt collar area of his neck. God forgives, the CMFEU doesn't.
Yes, but what upset me the most is there's no punctuation.
I think at the next union meeting you should bring this up.
I'll bring it up. So do you have a tat you regret? We'll be talking about that.
Our old mate Rob Carlton is going to be joining us on this podcast.
Yes, and we put drinking in public to the pub test. It seems that the New South Wales Premier might be amending some laws that stop us doing exactly that.
Enjoy the podcast.
Everybody
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller. Amanda.
Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Well, and Amanda, my little chickadee.
Well, look at you pressing all my buttons today.
I'm back on the tools today because Gemma Rai is not in today. And you know why he's not in today? He went
Food poisoning
He went to the... Well,
from his dad?
No, his dad gets very sensitive. For the record, we've got to say that his father is not trying to kill Ryan.
Okay, we'll say it every day if it helps.
He went to the Mary MacKillop Museum yesterday.
Did he go on an excursion with the producers here? Because
Apparently,
that's where they
it's got a
went.
good cafe.
Oh,
And
it's just down the road from us
I'm not
here.
casting any sort of accusations towards the Mary MacKillop Museum.
Do you think he got struck down because he's a heathen?
It's probably because he's a heathen. Mary MacKillop's probably gone, okay, you're not going to work tomorrow.
Table 4, get out.
So now I'm doing his work. So I'm adjusting the air conditioning, I'm adjusting your microphone.
Ryan's funny because his father's not trying to kill him.
No.
But there have been some instances where he's eaten raw food.
Yeah.
And yet, even, for example, a fisherman's friend, if I say, does anyone want one of these? And I'll throw it at him across the panel. If it lands on the desk, he won't eat it.
Yeah.
Because it's been tainted.
It's the problem with the kids, the young kids these
But he'll
days.
eat raw chicken.
Yeah, but they're not like us. We're very robust. Generation X, we're very robust. The kids these days, they're always got to take medication. Look at poor old Latrell. He had to he's had some sinus issues or something, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. He had to these are the things.
These are the things.
Get some Vicks on the chest. Have a day. Meanwhile, Generation X will get shit done.
We don't take our birthdays off.
That's we don't take our birthdays off. Doesn't matter. We'll get through this.
We'll get through this.
It'll
Of
be
course we
fine.
will. And if there's any glitches, just remember it's Brendan's fault.
It'll be fine. You know, and this desk is easy. A trained ape. You could shave down a monkey to use this desk. Mm-hmm. And it's quite a pleasure to use.
Well, that's quite a
was like
pleasure
driving
to
my wife's car on the weekend. That's the first time I've driven that thing. I thought, oh my God, her car is more complicated than this.
Yeah. Well, cars will do that, and that's the thing. It's like your new phone.
Yep.
You only use it for 2 functions, and yet it's got 100 of them.
I know. I want to get one of those.
It's got more tech. Your phone has more technology than was used to get the first men on the moon.
Yeah.
Hello?
I want to go back, one of those old lady phones. You know, the ones that just got some keypad on it.
Yeah, that you give to children.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case they need an organ.
So, all it does is take calls.
I know. You should see, I was with Chris Brown in Africa last week, casual. He could not get over how bad I was at taking photos on my phone. He would just look at me like I was an ape. Because he's got this lens. I couldn't even lift it up, this enormous camera that he had. I couldn't even lift it up. And he's watching me on my phone, trying to zoom in on something, and he's just flummoxed at how bad I am at it.
You look like that capuchin monkey that found the camera and is looking at it.
True.
Great show today. We've got Rob Carlton joining us on the show a little bit later. He played Kerry Packer in Paper Wars. Mm-hmm. Paper Giants, Paper Wars, it was
Paper
great.
Roses, I'm not sure.
He'll be coming up. Instagram makes its return, and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Question one for you, isn't that? Which Hollywood actor leapt off the roof of a stadium during the closing ceremony of the games yesterday? So it was theatrical. It wasn't an attempt on his life.
Jam Nation. We have for you the Magnificent Seven questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
What I will say is from here I can see there's a cruise ship that's arrived and it's raining. I feel for them. I want them to come in and see the city at its best.
Are you going to do the cruise ship report now?
No, but I'm anxious that the weather's not great. We've had great weather for a month. And they come in and it's raining.
Well, you're everyone's mum. You know, they've come into our city.
I want our city to
I don't know if they're actually listening to us on the cruise ship.
No, but I hope...
Welcome.
Welcome to our new overlords.
Yes, welcome. We're the wallet inspectors. Hand your wallets over to us and we'll make sure that everything's in order. We're into the Magnificent Seven, and question 1 goes to Rodney of Harden. Hello, Rodney.
How you going, mate?
All right,
Rod.
mate.
We're all doing very well. Which Hollywood actor leapt off the roof?
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
No time for mucking around
Well, let
there.
me tell in case people are listening.
Jeez, he was good.
Which Hollywood actor leapt off the roof of the stadium during the closing ceremony of the games? It's Tom Cruise.
He's got a good head of hair too, old Tom. Would there be any help there?
I reckon there would be.
You know what's so mean, though? People were going, why would they get him to be a representative? He's a Scientologist and he hasn't seen his kids and he's blah, blah, blah. And other people are saying he's had facial work. You know, why would people do anything anymore?
I remember that show where Simon Pegg was telling a story about he was out with Tom Cruise and they went mountain biking and then they went helicopter skiing. And even Tom Cruise said, it's a kind of a Tom Cruise day. Yeah. This is the way the guy lives his life. You know, if I was Tom Cruise's mate, he could be drinking gourds of blood. I don't care, as long as I can get in for the cool stuff.
Remember he looked me up and down?
He did.
When I was on the project, Carrie said to me, you know
he elevated you. What about that, Rodney?
What about that, Rodney?
Amanda's still putting bums on seats.
Question 2. Don't laugh, please. Excalibur is the mythical sword of which character?
No idea.
Oh, Rodney.
Mark of Ingleburn would know this.
Hello, Mark.
Oh, how are you?
Very well. Excalibur is a mythical sword of which character?
Is it Maryland?
Maryland. Who's Maryland?
Merlin has transitioned.
That's what's happened. Everyone's transitioning now. For God's sake. It's not
Merlin
Maryland.
Monroe.
Excalibur is the mythical sword of which character?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
It's okay, have at it. Something's happened in your bag.
Well, I've got this big bag, and every year I think I'm going to clean it out, and occasionally I do, but it just gets more stuff goes in.
It's not
there.
a cheap bag. It's one of those.
But it's I got it from a second-hand designer shop, so it's a little Gucci thing with bamboo handles. I've had it for years, but I bought it second-hand, and it's got 3 compartments, and things get lost in there. Anyway, I brought a boiled egg from home this morning. So while I was trying to get out the boiled egg earlier, which I have retrieved in case you're wondering, you know those hotel kits, those sewing kits?
No, okay.
One of them has opened up and spilt a whole lot of needles.
Oh, it's okay.
It's not okay.
Well, it's better
How
than...
do I get them out?
Well,
Because
I've got a magnet.
If I put my fingers in, I'll get needles under my fingernails. Like I'm being tortured.
I tell you what, Jen Rye's not here today, and I got a lot to do.
I can't rummage through it.
Why don't you put more on my plate? I'll fix it up.
How are you going to fix it up?
Just leave it with me.
How are you going to fix it up? If I put my hand in there to get anything out, I'll get needles.
Well, don't touch the
stray
bag.
needles under my fingernails.
Don't touch. Keep away from the bag. We're into the Magnificent Seven. Quick
No one
sticks
cares about my pain.
We're up to question number 2. It's Excalibur is the mythical sword of which character?
Well, Ron in Helensburgh might be more sympathetic to the fact I've got loose needles in the bottom of my bag. Hello, Ron.
Hi, how are you?
You wouldn't like that, would you?
Nah.
Thank you.
Ron, have you got any home remedies to help Amanda out? I would say get a magnet.
Get a magnet, yeah.
Chick magnet. Where will I find one here?
Hello.
Excalibur is a mythical sword of which character?
King Arthur?
King Arthur. Where do you just get a magnet from? Say, get a magnet.
I got one at home. I've got heaps of them.
Well, in the meantime, I don't want to empty out my whole bag and hold it upside down.
Can we do this off air?
You
Let's
asked me.
play Sing It Back to Me.
Sing it for me. Sing it back.
Just sing it to me.
Sing it back to me.
Can you sing, Ron, the next line of this song?
Go, Ron.
I've lost my... Oh, no, sorry.
You lost your nerve.
Ron.
Yeah, he's anxious because of the needles.
Alyssa's in Gymea Bay.
Hello, Alyssa.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Can you sing the rest of this? Well, not the whole song.
Listen.
Have a listen.
Go, Alyssa.
I lost my shirt, I pawned my rings, I've done all the dumb things,
Well done.
including singing.
Very good. Hello, Paul Kelly.
Question number 4.
Oh, I know.
This is multiple choice for you. Which of the following TV shows first aired in the 1990s? Which of these shows first aired in the 90s? A, Seinfeld, B, Law and Order, C, The Simpsons.
It wasn't The Simpsons because they were the 80s.
Very good.
I would say, let's say Law and Order.
Yes.
Very good.
So Seinfeld was 1989, Law and Order was 1990. Thank you for the noise.
After Robert Menzies, who is Australia's longest-serving PM?
Oh, God. I will say... Oh, no, Bob Hawke.
Yeah. No, sorry, no.
No. This is
Yes, no, everything. The needles have thrown me.
Brett's in Oran Park.
Hello, Brett.
How you going?
Good.
So, hello. After Rob Menzies, casual Rob as I call him, who is Australia's longest-serving Prime Minister?
John Howard.
John Howard.
It's been announced a new Toy Story is in the works. Which sequel would be this next film? So there's been a few Toy Stories already made.
What number would this one be?
What are we up to?
5.
Yeah. Set to be released in 2026. Question 7. This is up to you, Brett. Here it comes. Which city is rumoured to host the 2026 Commonwealth Games? Melbourne pulled out, remember. Who is rumoured to be putting their hand up?
It was Vancouver.
No. Sorry, Brett.
Vancouver would be great, but no.
Jim's in Springwood. Hello,
Wrong
Jim.
country.
I think I'm pretty sure.
Hi, Jim.
So, Jim's
Jim.
okay?
Hi, Jim.
Yes, I'm ready.
Hi.
Yes.
So, which city is rumoured to be the host of the 2026 Commonwealth Games? Who's put their hand up?
Is it Edinburgh?
No. Right country, wrong city.
We're getting there. Maureen's in Narellan.
Hi, Maureen.
Oh, golly, I don't know. I'll say Perth.
No. It's in Scotland, but it's not Edinburgh.
Tony's in Seven Hills.
Hi, Tony. What city is it?
Glasgow.
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 That's it.
That'd be great. What sort of events will they have there?
Now, Glasgow's beautiful.
I'll see you, Jimmy.
They've got the glassing events, of course.
I think that's all unfair stereotypes.
Of course it is.
About Glasgow. Congratulations to you, Tony. You've won the Jam Pack. It's all coming your way. $150 to spend on dinner at Hurricanes Grill. Feast at Hurricanes Grill, Circular Quay, Brighton Le Sands, Castle Hill, Pyrmont and Bankstown. In-season passes for you and 3 friends to see the fabulous Four. Starring Susan Sarandon and Bette Midler. Remember she got stuck into us because we pronounced her name wrong? You've got to think of abandon when you say her name because we say Sarandon, but Sarandon. You on the same page there, Tony?
Of course.
That's in cinemas August 1, which is it's happening now. And Jonesy to Amanda Coach, choose fit to colour in some potato pencil. Tone, anything you'd like to add?
Anything about the needles that are loose in the bottom of my bag, Tony?
Good morning. Thank you very much, WSFM, and Magnet all the way.
Magnet all the way.
Oh, maybe if I jammed a Magnum in there.
Okay. Well, we'll just go with the rest of the stuff that's in there. Stop mucking up. I'm doing all this work today.
Sure.
So just make the job easy.
Okay.
Let's just get through.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Okay, we checked all 4 systems and game with a go.
Well, here goes nothing.
Well, I'm going to flick through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. Let's have a look. On this day in 1982, Casey and the Sunshine Band released their hit Give It Up. Something you might want to say after seeing a very new show called Who Do You Love? The Casey and the Sunshine Band musical.
Yeah.
The world premiere took place just a few weeks ago at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Famous for all its kooky maskrooks things. It follows the early years of Harry Wayne Casey, KC, as we know, from the early 1970s in Miami.
It's got an interesting hairline.
It's kind of like a friar tuck.
No, it goes It's like half of his. It's Queen Elizabeth, who was a nut with all the syphilis in them? Queen Anne?
Any member of the royal family.
Which one was the one?
That had the very high forehead.
Yeah.
That was Elizabeth I.
Yeah, so that one.
So he's just got a very big forehead as opposed, what it means is that his hair doesn't start till halfway around his head.
Yeah.
That one. So, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? A musical on Casey and the Sunshine Band. Who else are we going to see? The Knack, the musical?
The Knack.
The last time I saw a big Knack on stage was when I saw you in the Full Monty. Let's talk about that hairline.
Give it up.
Jam Nation.
This is the state of play today. When I came in to work and was just opening up the shop, putting the fruit out, cleaning up the spew from the street from the night before, I didn't expect a call from Jem Rai. I'm not well, I can't come into work. Apparently he went to the Mary MacKillop Museum. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, they only went there. He went with the team because there's a cafe. But don't besmirch it.
I'm not besmirching it.
Sounds like you are. You're connecting. You're connecting two things that aren't connected.
Part of me was impressed that he was doing some learning in his own time.
No, they went there to a cafe.
Yeah.
They just went to the. I asked if there was a gift shop. Apparently, there is.
Of course there is. He's got a very.
Of course there is.
He's got a very fragile stomach, our Jem Rai. So a moth just has to go near him.
If I toss him a fisherman's friend. And it lands on the disc, he won't eat it. That's how weirdly queasy he is about things. It has to land in his hands or he won't eat it.
I think you just saying that made me queasy. And then, so this is my day. This is how Tuesday starting for me. And then now the marketing department here, who are fantastic. I will say we have the best marketing department in the business. And they're a little miffed with me because I didn't notice our mobile billboard truck as I was leaving the building yesterday.
Is it a billboard?
It's a mobile billboard. It looks like a Pantech truck.
I thought it was a delivery van. What's inside?
Well, nothing. It's like our show. It's just all front. But it's
designed.
Truck.
It's just a truck that has our pictures on it. I thought that it was delivering something.
Yeah. No, it was parked there specifically.
So there's nothing in there.
And the kids of the marketing department, and I really feel bad that I missed it, but I was on my motorcycle. I was just focusing on not dying. And also there was a lot of people gathered, and I just thought it was, Conrad Sewell or Justice Crew had showed up for the Kyle and Jackie O show because, this place tends to be a bit Kyle and Jackie O obsessed. So we kind of like just, we're that little other radio station that hangs beneath them.
But we had a big truck. I thought it was delivering frozen goods. Right. I thought, how useful. That truck's got our pictures on it and it's useful.
And if you see that truck, give it a big wave.
Give it a big wave. There's nothing inside.
It's like our show.
And my day got worse because my handbag, as I was rummaging around for a boiled egg in there.
Yes.
It's like I'm on Coronation Street. Some of those, like a whole stack of needles that were inside a hotel sewing kit have loosened themselves and are just floating around the bottom of my bag. Too scared to put my hand in.
Maybe you should get a Lizzo bag. Remember Lizzo had that tiny bag?
It was so she could put all her Fs in there.
Yeah. Why don't you get that bag?
I've got a lot more Fs than that.
It's 17 to 7. Instagram is coming up, and we've got to talk about the wrap-up of the games over in Paris. Are we allowed to say Olympic Games now that it's over? Or
no, I think so. I think it was 2 weeks before the Paralympic Games start, and we're still in Paris Games.
Did you see how the French dude navigated, because we are obsessed that our games were the best games ever. Did you see how he finessed that?
He didn't say they were better than ours, did he? Oh, my goodness. Did he?
We'll talk about that as well.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Last night, I was watching the TV and I was just depressed because the games finished.
A lot of people are feeling that.
So I watched The Block and then I watched Dancing with the Stars. I tell you what, Ant Middleton, how good is he?
Lisa McCune won.
Lisa McCune won?
Yeah.
Because I flicked back because I was jonesing for more Olympics. So I watched the opening ceremony again.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that bit with Tom Cruise.
The closing ceremony?
The opposite to the opening ceremony.
Opposite to what you'd said?
Yeah. The closing. Look, I'm doing all this work today, okay? Ryan's not here.
I'm here to help you.
It was just great. And I watched it yesterday as it was happening. But, we were doing the radio show, so I just had one eye on this, one eye on...
How do you think the French felt? Because the French closing ceremony was, a lot of people said it was a little bit lackluster. A little bit meh.
Who's saying that?
But there's a little bit meh. And then the Americans, because there's a handover, because LA's the next one, Tom Cruise leaps off the top of the stadium.
Yep.
Has selfies, gets on a bike, takes the flag, leaves the stadium.
Yep.
And it's amazing. Amazing. It kind of hijacked the closing ceremony.
No, that's what Tom Cruise
its job.
does.
I know.
That's what he does. I thought it was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
And then he handed it over to a bunch of people, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers were playing on the beach.
Billie Eilish.
I don't know about Billie Eilish. I felt that.
Does she represent the big nuts of America?
Why?
I don't know.
Because she's bad. I think. Anyway, I'm totally invested in the games, and that's what happens. I'll whinge about them. So I want to time capture what I'm saying right now, because in about 2 years I'm going to go, who cares about the Olympic Games? Yeah. And then I get back into it.
Then you'll find out that I've taken up breakdancing. And I'm going to take the world by storm.
I think you'd be great at it.
I would be too.
I think you'd be just as good as Dr. Ray Gunn. I think you would be, if not better.
Actually, they're not having them at the next Games,
know,
but it's our job to make sure we've got them in Brisbane when I will be 70.
Yep. A lot of people were saying, and we were worried that he was going to say it was the best games ever, Juan Antonio Samaranch.
Remember he said that?
We're not allowed to play the actuality of that because it goes against the whole thing.
Remember he said, this was a quote. Am I allowed to do an impression?
Do the voice. You can do an impression.
Remember he said the winner is Sydney, and then he said
love that.
The best Olympic Games ever. He said at the end of the Sydney Games, and it's never been said since.
Mm-hmm. And
we hold on to that very closely.
We're on the edge of our seats because old mate over there said these were sensational Olympic Games from start to finish, or dare I say, sensational games.
Yeah, like the river.
River Sen.
Tell that to the athletes who are still hospitalised from swimming in it.
And away from that, a lot of people were speculating how Tom Cruise, and I thought about this as well because Tom Cruise is the ultimate showman. And obviously that was a whole pre-recorded piece when he rode the motorbike under the stadium. But he couldn't have just popped up at a cafe, a Parisian cafe. He would have ruined the whole illusion that he got onto the plane, parachuted out, and then was in LA.
Oh.
So he would have gone along with it.
People would have said, "Oh, you're here." Yeah. I don't think people.
He would have.
It's like people don't think the Queen actually jumped out of that plane for the London
Olympics. No, I'm just saying, but you ruin the magic.
No,
it's like when Richard Wilkins does his radio show, he hangs at home, so people don't expect him to see him wandering the streets when he's back and answering a Michael Bolton triple
it's been
play.
pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's been pre-recorded. So spoiler alert there. Yeah.
You ruin everything. Next you'll ruin Christmas, Brendan.
Jam Nation.
We're doing a grab right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Sensational. You have 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000.
Let's try and make that $2,000. We offer you a bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
Anne's in Blacktown.
Hello, Anne.
Good morning.
We want to give some money away. Would you like to receive it?
I would love to, thank you.
All right, well, let's see what we can do. 10 questions, 60 seconds. We always say this. If you're not sure, say pass. We usually have time to come back, okay?
Okay.
And good luck, because here we go. Question number 1. What do chickens lay?
Eggs.
Question 2. Sugar comes from what plant?
Sugarcane.
Question 3. What's a group of fish called?
Pass.
Question 4. Slip, slop, slap refers to the application of what skin product?
Sunscreen.
Question 5. True or false? Spiders have 6 legs.
True.
No.
I was down with it. 6 or 8?
They've got 8. I wouldn't have known it
That's
either.
the easiest question in the world.
I wouldn't have remembered either. I can't tell.
Come on.
I wouldn't have known. And you will know this. What's a group of fish called? It's a
school. I thought about I knew as soon as after I said pass, it came to the end.
Oh, Anne, I'm sorry.
Anne, I wanted to give that money away to you. I wanted you running amok this weekend.
Would have been nice.
Well, $100 to be doing a half muck.
Great.
Go half
Thank
mucked.
you.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
And what do you know about the CFMEU?
What does it stand for?
Oh, I know this because I used to be, years ago when I worked for a living, I used to be in the BLF, the Builders Labourers Federation.
It's similar to that, isn't it? Oh,
Well,
here we are.
then-
It's Construction forestry, and
Mining.
maritime.
Oh, it's maritime. I thought it was mining.
Maritime employees.
I used to be in the BWIU, the BLF to BWIU, and I think then that became the
CFMEU.
Yeah. And John Setka, who has been a bit of a controversial figure.
He was the former CFMEU Victorian Secretary.
And he resigned from that position. Something happened there.
I think what happened...
I'm aware of the full details.
It says... Well, I'm not really either because my eyes glazed over at this on the news. But it's apparently an investigation from the Nine Network forced the union's controversial leader to resign over quote, false accusations, as he says, and malicious attacks. But he was at the helm for 12 years.
Yeah. So he's just popped his head up again with this story on the news last night.
Ex-CFMEU boss John Setka has re-emerged sporting some fresh ink. The tattoo, still red from the needle, reads, "God forgives, the CFMEU doesn't." Many have pointed out the missing comma and apostrophe. It's the first time the former union secretary has been seen publicly following explosive allegations of misconduct.
Do you think they'll make him do it over again 100 times?
Well... After all the pain of getting that around the collarbone, which would be painful, maybe he said that the apostrophe is just going to throw me into a pain realm I'm just not interested in.
It's too much. I can't deal with it.
It says, God forgives, the CFMEU doesn't. There's no punctuation. So it sounds like God forgives, the CFMEU doesn't he. You know, you need a comma after God forgives. And also with doesn't, DOESN, apostrophe T, people, apostrophe T.
You know, but
Come on, people.
I just think the CFMEU, like the Hells Angels as well, because there's been much to do made about their lack of apostrophe. That's something that they can live with.
Well, with Hells Angels, there's only one hell, presumably, so it would be HELL''S.
Maybe you can take that to the chaps.
And I'll take it to the CFMEU as well.
Guys, just one thing.
It was this very time last week that I discovered on this very show that my son has a tattoo.
Yes.
That he told you about and hadn't told his lovely mother.
He was at my youngest son's birthday, and I was asking him about his European trip.
He said, "Hey, let's all strip off."
No, I said, "How'd you go? Was it great?" He goes, "Oh, don't tell Mum or Dad, but I got a tattoo." And I went, "Don't tell me. Why did you tell me that?" Because I'm a Volt. You can tell me anything. I'm the biggest Volt in the world.
Well,
then I didn't want to. And then
No, you did the right thing in not telling me.
Well, I was worried that you would never know, and then I thought the longer it goes on, the more that. You know, does that make it worse that I know for such a time?
Well, the fact you didn't tell me is a good thing because he told you that in privacy. But as friends, it'd be hard that you knew and I didn't. If I knew something about your kids and I didn't.
When you were saying, "Oh, I'm glad my boys don't have tattoos. I'm glad they don't have tattoos."
What it is, he's got it on his hip, and it's an outline of the bat wings, like Batman.
Yeah.
Because they'd had an event, hope he doesn't mind me telling you the story behind it. Did he say this on air? I don't know. That he'd gone to a party where they all had to dress as first responders and everyone was nurses and blah, blah, blah. He and his friends went as Batman.
Very good. Boy.
And so then they went and got matching tats because they thought it was funny.
Don't want to be a picky pants, but I don't think Batman's really a first responder.
He kind of is.
No, it's Chief Gordon. He puts the bat signal up in the sky, so it's Chief Gordon's
he should have got a tattoo of Commissioner Gordon.
That's what
Commissioner, please.
Sorry, I've downgraded him.
I know.
But
Do you have any tats?
No. I almost did get one. I almost got one many years ago. A friend of mine was getting the Grim Reaper with a bass guitar on his arm, which looked really, really cool.
Well, how many years ago? I wonder how it looks now.
Unfortunately, it came out at the same time as the AIDS campaign with the Grim Reaper.
Right.
But I was in there and I had this idea I was going to get
You just got AIDS written on your arm.
I was going to get a skull with a mohawk with an Australian battle flag behind it. You know, the Australian flag, it ripped up like a Anarchy for Australia thing because I was right into the punk scene.
You would now look like a sovereign person.
I'd probably look a bit like a cooker these days, but I was going to get it. And I was in at the tattoo place and I showed him because I was going to art school and the guy said, "That is a great tattoo." Yes. And he said, "But you do have to make an appointment." So I didn't.
You never went back.
I just,
See, when
18.
You did a great drawing. That's what your pencil case is for.
Yeah.
Keep it on your pencil case.
If I had that now, I wouldn't have regret.
No,
I'd like it. I'd look at it and go, yeah.
You would look like a crazy sovereign state cooker, as you say.
I would not. It was like, it was an 18-year-old's mind. I'd probably say, look, I don't really subscribe to anarchy for Australia.
Every time someone would see you with your arm out, you'd have to say, "Let me explain my tat."
I'm not an anarchist.
Yeah.
But on the side of the skull, had a big anarchy symbol.
Yeah, well, imagine, so you that defines you at 18. How do you explain that now you're 158?
Well, maybe I should, under that tattoo, put conditions apply.
Yeah, that's
Read
right.
the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
I've got some down here as well.
Got a condition.
Maybe the tribal drum could beat for this.
Why don't we call it Tat Regrat? Like regret, but misspelt.
Cool tats. That's my credo. No regrets.
No Ragrats.
Or do you?
Do you?
Cool tats. That's my credo. No regrets.
Do you regret pressing that twice?
Jam my rise on here.
Jam Nation.
The tribal drum is beating Tat Regret.
Cool tats. That's my credo. No regrets.
Well,
I could have got a tattoo.
Yeah.
And I was all keen for it. And you know what? If I had that tattoo, I wouldn't regret it now.
that's what you say, but it defined you when you were 18.
Yeah.
And as you said, it was an anarchy kind of thing.
Well, I was right into punk. I
know,
was into
but
the
also
punks
this
and the Dead Kennedys.
and the Australian flag.
Yeah, and a skull with a mohawk.
And all that
and
stuff.
a crazy eye hanging out of it. And an anarchy symbol on the side.
You're in your 50s now,
Yeah.
and those symbols have been hijacked to mean other things now.
Well, I got some old bikey mates. Like, I got one mate that's got like some really cool old, I won't name which club, but just some cool old tats, you know.
But see, they
and it's
still define him.
Because when you're in an outlaw club and if you exit the club on good terms, you've got to have, you have an exit date. Or
you?
Yeah, or they'll take the tat off in other ways, which could be bad. But yeah, so, I look at his arms and I go, it's like the history.
But having said that, those tats would still define him. If he now was in a position where he regretted that life, that's a hard tat to have.
But he's the CEO of the Commonwealth Bank.
Well, and maybe that's fine for him.
Yeah.
But some people are like, I wonder if people ever regret their tats. That's what we're asking this morning. Yep. Tat regret or tat regret with a typo in it.
Roanne has joined us.
Hi, Roanne.
Hello, how are you guys?
Great.
Thanks. Do you regret your tat?
Oh my gosh, it's the worst mistake of my life. I've got plenty of tats, but I went into a tat parlour with my daughter. We thought we're going to get this mean, bad wolf, the wolf unites everything. They herd in packs and all of that kind of stuff. Well, I walked out on my collarbone. It's huge. It's on my collarbone. It's for everyone to see with a big, bad-looking cat with disgusting near-metre-long whiskers. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, and they're so dark. That's all you see. Oh. So I'm walking around with a miserable-looking bloody cat.
Oh, no, you went to get a wolf and you ended up with a cat.
Yep, I thought I'm going to go in, I'm going to get a mad, staunch-looking wolf. We go in packs. And my daughter walked out with a wolf. I didn't. And that was 20 years ago. So you can imagine what it looks like now. It looks like a very sad, stray, misfortune cat with still very long, stiff whiskers.
Your daughter got a wolf at the same time, so obviously
he didn't have a good artist.
His wolf game was better that day, or?
My daughter still makes fun of me. She said, yeah, sick cat, Mum. Yeah, sick cat.
Oh, no.
Support all the way.
Yeah, you want your tattooist to have a good day, don't you?
You want them to have it. Is everything okay at
home?
Mate, everything
have you
okay?
been drinking?
Are you all right? I wish we were getting pictures with this. This would be great.
Well, actually, if you can send us a picture, that'd be great. Roanne, can you send us a pic?
Jess has joined us.
Hi, Jess.
Good morning. How you going?
Great.
Very well. What was the tat and what's the regret?
Well, it was my husband. So we met like 20 years ago. Sparks were flying, and then he sort of just dropped off the radar. And then I heard that he had gotten married, and I'm like, well, you're an idiot, because clearly we had sparks flying. Flash forward 18 months later, and he started messaging me. I'm like, why are you messaging me? This is like ridiculous. Anyway, his wife had left him, just walked out, left him high and dry, messy divorce. He was crying. He was so upset. He's like, please, can we get back together? I'm like, I'll give you one more chance. Anyway, we met up, and every time we're holding hands, I'm looking down, and he has his wife's name on his wrist in big script writing, beautiful name written. So every time people saw us together for months, oh, is that your name? Is that you? I'm like, that is not me. That is not me. And then he had the idea that he would cover it up. And I said, well, actually, maybe you should keep it there because it is a memory of the mistakes that you've made in your past.
Oh, that's very adult of you, Jess.
But it must be hard, Jess, that when you're out and you meet people, you always have to explain that that's not your name.
Correct. So he did get it covered up, and he got a club and a spade, so he's been dealt a better set of cards.
Oh, that's nice.
Johnny Depp, because he had Winona.
He wrote it, made wino forever. Dealt a better deck of cards.
Yeah,
that
I
is a
like that.
romantic
Very wise
gesture. I like that.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast. Good morning. Morning.
Wow, what a day.
Shut up and turn the radio on.
Somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
What's John Setka up to now, the former CFMEU secretary? I didn't realise he was the secretary. I thought he ran the joint.
He's the Victorian secretary, so not the national one.
Yep.
But he's left after 12 years at the helm. He's popped up on the news last night with a new tattoo.
Yes.
Ex-CFMEU boss John Setka has re-emerged sporting some fresh ink. The tattoo, still red from the needle, reads, "God forgives, the CFMEU doesn't." Many have pointed out the missing comma and apostrophe. It's the first time the former union secretary has been seen publicly following explosive allegations of misconduct.
Keen-eyed grammarians have pointed out. So,
I'm one.
And you're one of those. What's the issue here?
Well, God forgives, the CFMEU doesn't. There's no punctuation in any of it. So God forgives, there should be a comma there.
God
the
forgives.
CFMEU doesn't. Or so it's God forgives, the CFMEU doesn't he or something. And it doesn't scan without the comma.
Right.
And doesn't should have an apostrophe between the N and the T. Duh. You go through all that pain around your collarbone. You say, no more dots, nothing.
Should we set up a Zoom chat with John?
Yeah. Hey, John, come on, mate.
Come on, mate.
So the tribal drum is beating for tat regret.
Cool tats.
That's my credo. No regrets.
Brad has joined us.
Hi, Brad. Tell us about the tat.
Morning, not mine. A mate of mine's a Sharpie, and he had tattoos all over his body. He had the hinges and the spider webs and the tear and everything, but his feet were bare, so he decided to get right and left on his feet. I don't know why. But anyway, halfway through, they've done the right one, but the guy doing the tattoo done his right, not my mate's right. So he's done it on his left. So then he just... Yeah, and then they realised, so he went, hang on, what I'll do is I'll put wrong on the other one instead. So he's got right and wrong on his feet.
That's great.
Oh, wow.
Is it true Michael Clark got the wrong number, his cricketing number, tattooed, and then they had to get, because he tattooed it on his body, he had to swap it with another cricket player's number.
Because the tat is more important than the embroidery.
Yeah,
they had to go down to Mr. Minute to get it re-embroidered.
So they had to give him...
to get the quick unpick onto the hat.
Maybe we get one of those. One of the people that work for us. What are you guys doing? Okay, can you Google that? Because Jem Rye's not here to Google. Usually he does all that stuff. Kerry's in Lane Cove. Hello, Kerry.
Hello, how you going?
Very well. Tell us about the tat.
Well, mine is my dear little friend Stacey. She got on her arm, "For those I love, I will sacrifice," but they spelt those THOES instead of THOSE.
No.
So I said, just change it to shoes. For shoes I love, I will sacrifice.
How does someone misspell those?
Because she's a fool. She didn't check it.
Oh,
Gotta check
no.
Gotta check.
Does she hate it, Kerry?
Yeah, she does. She still wants to get it changed to shoes. I hope she does one day because she's looking like a fool.
I've often thought, if you want to make a lot of money at the moment, go into those laser removal businesses. Because I think that's where everyone's going to make their money now. So many people changing their tats.
Well, I've got a mate who owns a removal business and a tattoo parlour.
All right.
And you know what? The inks that they make now in the tattoos is a bit of inside information. The inks aren't as strong as the olden inks that they used to use in the Merchant Navy days.
Right, so they're easier to remove.
They're easier to remove.
Yeah.
So, really, everyone's got a tattoo now.
Yeah.
I've got regret that I haven't got my battle flag with the skull, the Anarchy skull and the mohawk.
I challenge you, Brendan, to look back at your old pencil case and say, does that still define you? Because that's how your skin had looked by now.
Kiss were a great band and still are. Thank you for all your calls.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda answer the pub test. Today, drinking in public, does it pass the pub test?
Well, New South Wales Premier Chris Minns has flagged maybe a potential change to laws that prohibit the consumption of alcohol in public places, which is like beaches and parks, etc. He's still saying, well, we should have, children's playgrounds and war memorials immune to drinking. But he said, and I think this is very interesting, that we have too many rules. He said, I'm on the side of believing there's just too many rules and regulations when it comes to hospitality or having fun in Sydney. We've clamped down too hard. A couple of years ago, when one of my favourite parenting periods really was when a girlfriend and I and her sons and my sons, we'd meet down at Coogee Beach on a Friday evening. The boys would have a swim. We'd get fish and chips. She and I would share a bottle of wine and just sit at the beach.
Nice.
And then you weren't allowed to drink alcohol at the beach because at some point over the Christmas break, there'd been a terrible marauding situation with a whole lot of backpackers who'd trashed the place. And it made the locals furious because it changed the rules for all of us. But I thought it changed a very easy, non-drunken pleasure that we had of having a glass of wine on a Friday night while our children mucked around at the beach.
Sure.
They were old enough that they could swim. It wasn't me not observing them. There was no safety issues around it. We're sitting up on the grass. And I thought, what a shame that Sydney's become that. And I really think we've changed the nature of, we were in the city the other day, Brendan. There's no one in there.
No.
But often you'll walk through places and you think, we do have so many rules around this stuff. And this is interesting that John Ruddock, he spoke about proposing this bill in June. He said, and let's not shy away from it, he said alcohol was part of a healthy social life. Let's not be puritanical about this. He said puritanical controls over society do not work. So he said if you're puritanical about it, that leads to binge drinking.
Yep.
If you're steady about it, then it's a healthier way to be.
That is true. You look at Amsterdam recently, though, they've taken to stopping people drinking in public because it's getting too much out of control. Like a lot of English yahoos and things like that.
Well, that's why that's happened here. That's why I said that's what happened at our local beach.
Yeah.
Is that backpacker yahoos wrecked it for everybody.
I guess, like if you could personally be responsible, but you can't rely on people to be personally responsible.
So do we have to keep these rules in place? What do you think? That's what we're asking. Drinking in public, does it pass the pub test?
13 WSFM is our number. We'd love to hear from you. We'll have that for you at 8 o'clock.
Jam Nation.
It's good news over the weekend. Karina, we're talking about Karina's story. A friend of hers, Mark, came to us and said, can you just plug this car show that was on in Morisset coming up on the 11th of August? He wasn't even a close friend
of hers, but he heard that she'd been raising money for the Westpac Rescue helicopter. And he heard about her own plight. She's 28 years old. She was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. She has 5 children under the age of 10, from the age of 10 to 2. Imagine that. So hard. And here's kind of how the story unfolded.
Years ago, I met him. They raised money for a lot of charities. She lost all use of her arm. Then she had a fit and a fall. And they discovered that she's got MS. And this poor girl, it's $50,000 she's raised for Westpac helicopter over the last 5-6 years, I think it is. They are struggling. They're literally struggling,
Bad days, her legs won't work. She has fits. She can't get out of bed. She has electric shock pains. The kids have to get themselves ready for school.
So what's it been like for you guys on the days that Mum's sick and she can't get out of bed? What kind of chores are you having to do?
Wake the girls up for school, make breakfast for all our sisters, change nappies, get them dressed, and we have to wake Mum up in the morning to give her medicines.
Hi, Karina.
Hi, how are you guys?
Very well. I know that you have good days and bad days. How are you feeling today?
Today is not such a great day for me. I'm actually in bed quite fatigued and in a lot of pain today.
Oh, Karina, we're not going to make you talk for too long. I'm going to get emotional because I just want you to know how your community loves you and is so grateful for what you've done, and your children sound amazing. Your friends are rallying around you.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's shared, donated $5 to 1,000. You are all a part of my journey, and I thank you so much.
And we're happy to be a part of it as well. The car show was held over the weekend. Didn't it do well?
It raised nearly $6,500. Brilliant.
I'm not sure of what the total tally of
Well,
her
I can
GoFundMe
tell you, I think.
page is.
Well, it started at $24,000 after we brought it to everyone's attention. It's now over $32,000.
No, it's not. I don't. It's more than that now.
Well, we are now.
That was back then.
We are now nearly at $40,000 that has been raised. We, of course, got prizes for the family so that they have meals, they have a holiday, they want to meet the Rabbitohs and all of this. But thank you to everybody who contributed to help this family for Karina, and her GoFundMe information is up on our socials.
Check it out.
Jam Nation.
We're not gonna
eyes, open them and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy to Man at Arms for the pub test. And today, drinking in public, does it pass the pub test?
Well, the New South Wales Premier, Chris Minns, has flagged a potential change to the laws that prohibit public consumption of alcohol in places like parks and beaches. He has said that there'll be some places, obviously, you still can't drink, alongside children's playgrounds, war memorials, places like that. But he said that he thinks there's too many rules and it's stopping people having fun. What do you think? Drinking in public, does it pass the pub test?
About how hard it is for our surf lifesavers when tourists come and drown. Now you've got drunk tourists drown. That's going to be a great headline, isn't it? So no.
Unless you're drinking at home, you're actually drinking in public. But yeah, if you're going to drink outside, I think brown paper bags should be mandated, and then we can drink wherever we want. So it does pass the pub test.
It passes the pub test if it's in a park or having a picnic. But when it comes to the waterways, no, it's too dangerous.
They basically gave the solution. They said in both cases they were British backpackers. So what you're really going to do is just stop them drinking in public.
Unfortunately, you've got that many in the community that aren't responsible for their own actions and get a little bit of fun and get a little bit of alcohol and they're going to be nuts. And I've seen it happen where people do it surreptitiously and it's just bad.
Do you appreciate the irony of the question? Of course it doesn't pass the pub test. It's drinking in public. It's taking trade away from the pubs because people aren't drinking in the pubs. So as pub tests go, it's a definite fail.
I drink in public. I love drinking in public. I reckon it's a good idea. You're socialising with everybody and as long as you don't get the troopers in there destroying it.
There you go.
As long as you get what in there?
I don't know. You called. You're the one that rang that one through. Thank you for all your calls.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
I love catching up with Rob Carlton. He's just great.
He is. I've done a couple of living room stories with him. He's funny, he's smart, he's sharp. He's such a recognisable part of the Australian arts industry. He's been in most of the shows you've ever seen.
Did you see him in Boy Swallows Universe? He played the editor of the Courier Mail who was only interested. I don't want words in the newspaper, but it reminded me of when he played Kerry Packer.
That's right. That was in The Birth of Cleo, Paper Giants.
Paper
was the name
Giants.
Of the show. And so he was playing Kerry Packer.
Yep.
Asher Keddy was playing Ida Buttrose.
Yep.
And this was a miniseries. It was in 2011 about the beginning of Cleo magazine. And in particular, the sealed section.
Yes.
What's going on here?
ITO wants a sealed section in the May edition, but apparently it can't be done.
Why the not?
It's a trimming problem.
No, it's bloody not. Who said that? Just got a short folded.
Oh, look, you stop buggerising around with my magazine. And you move the trimming arm back so the fold's not symmetrical. You get a side section short of the blade position. It'll stay folded and won't trim. Got it? Understand? Yes, Mr. Packer.
Clowns.
But it shows that he knew his stuff, didn't he? He knew his stuff. And obviously in a sealed section you do need trimming. Particularly now.
I always found the sealed section to be very unsexy.
Did you, or disappointing? Did you find it to be disappointing?
But you know what? In our lives, I feel lately everything is unsealed. So maybe we should go back to the sealed section.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should. The sealed section of Cleo has been replaced with, a full onslaught of everything everywhere.
It's just section. Let's bring back the sealed section.
Well, let's bring back Rob Carlton because he's joining us next.
Jam Nation.
Well, name any big TV show in Australia and chances are you've seen Rob Carlton in it. From Ragrats, Blue Healers, Boy Swallows Universe. Soon to feature in the new season of White Lotus. I want to ask him about that. But he also has a new one-man show called Willing Participant. Rob Carlton, hello.
Here he is.
Hi, Rob.
Oh, hang on, mate. There you are.
Jones is pressing all the wrong buttons.
Jem Rai, our young Generation Y person, couldn't come in today because he.
So Jones is pressing the buttons.
He went to the Mary MacKillop what's it called? Exhibition. No, what's it called?
Museum.
Yesterday.
But he just went to a cafe there. Don't conflate the two things.
No. I don't know what happened. But
he hasn't been jinxed. But Rob, hi.
Hello.
I'm desperately worried about you, the young fellow with the buttons. He's gone missing at the Mary MacKillop Museum. What?
He's disappeared.
What on earth?
It sounds like an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Have you not sent someone to get them?
Actually,
you can't have someone you can't have a young person rolling around there after hours.
No.
They'll perish.
It'd be kind of spooky. I look at you, you're doing a one-man show. Is this because you've just done everything else now?
Yeah, that's the horrible flip side, isn't it? No one will work with me, Jonesy. No one will work with me. Look, I've done this one. Honestly, my children have now left home, and I can now afford to get out on the road and do some travelling.
So what's a one-man show? What do you do? I picture a one-man band where you bang a drum and play the trumpet.
It's not as horrendous as that, although I do love those guys with the cymbals between their knees as they roll around the streets playing the harmonica in their mouth.
That's it.
No, so my one-man show, it's very simple. So a lot of people would be used to seeing these specials on Netflix or a comedian for 1 hour. Well, I'm on stage for 1 hour, but it's not a stand-up show. I'm telling 4 true stories, and the stories are real, but they're funny. But they'll also make you feel a lot of things. The easiest way of describing it, the difference to a stand-up show, is when people come out, if you've gone with friends, you'll want to sit down and start sharing your own stories. You'll tell different stories from different parts of your life. So my 4 stories, one comes from my early 20s, then my mid-20s, and then my father passes away when I'm a bit older and I take his ashes for a bike ride. I tell that story. And then a little later on, I go for a mid-career pivot and I tell a bit of a story about that. So it's kind of rolling around in these different feelings we have in different parts of our lives. And I share these things truly with vulnerability, but with, I'm a bit of a fool in it too because I make some mistakes. So there's some snort out loud laughter going on, but you'll connect with some real things, and then history tells me you'll want to chat to your friends about it and share all your own bits. So it's kind of, it's a different sort of thing, but people are loving it. We've been having a great time. We went to Adelaide Fringe and we knocked it out of the park there. And so, I just can't wait to do it. And I've been just loving doing it, man. There's something really exciting and dangerous about rolling out on stage just by yourself.
And also these days it's a little fraught because now you've got the onslaught of the heckler. Like Jim Jeffries had that guy, Jerry Seinfeld had
You might get a breastfeeding woman.
You might get a breastfeeding woman.
Josie, I know where you're coming, where you're going with this, and if you come along and you start heckling, you do your best, fella.
Okay.
You do your best. It's one-on-one, mano at mano. I'm backing myself, Jonesy. But I'd love to lock horns. I'm going
to breastfeed a child.
And not his own. That's what's so alarming.
I'm going to mime breastfeeding a child.
Can you tell me, Rob, about the White Lotus thing? I'm fascinated because this show has taken the world by storm. What's going on with you?
Oh, look, I was lucky enough to get a role in White Lotus earlier this year, so I went over to Thailand, and I think I can say that. Well, of course, we're stepping into a legal minefield at the moment, Amanda.
Sure.
That's what I've always liked about you as an investigative journalist. You're always hitting the hard questions. So I think I'm now at the end of the range of things I'm allowed to talk about. But no, the main part of it is, look, I did. It was wonderful. I went over there, and as you know, it's the most exciting show.
Yes.
But again, where for me it's exciting is that it's not based on a book. And don't get me wrong, I love TV series based on books because they seem to have a real richness about them. But the thing with Mike White, and this is the whole business, we were all going over there because you're there for the Mike White journey. And he's telling these extraordinary stories that have come out of his brain and a lot of them predicated on his experiences and things that he's heard and seen. And everyone's just getting around this and telling these really odd stories about people trying to be loved, trying to fit in, trying to be their best selves and sometimes failing miserably. And so that's kind of the heart of that White Lotus experience. And so for me, it was, it's not the biggest role in the world, but it was certainly a chance to rub shoulders with the best, step onto a set that's world's best practice. But also, while I was lying over there in my beautiful villa in Phuket, Amanda and Jonesy, I don't mind telling you, it was roll around and scratch yourself lovely. Oh yeah, it was ridiculous.
And when you can't say who you rubbed shoulders with, though.
Oh no, I'm not allowed to release cast details that haven't been released. But Parker Posey was over there. She's been released as a person.
Okay, all right.
She's
So
a real
she's in it.
favourite of mine.
Yeah.
But the thing about it all is, I looked at the world's best practice and I thought he's telling stories, and we've got the same stories over here. We've got beautiful stories over here. So we're going to dedicate myself to trying to tell more stories like Mike White. He just inspired us all.
Well, this is going to be great. Willing participant, come along, check out our socials. We've got all the details for how you can see Rob Carlton. All breastfeeding people are welcome at the front row.
Yeah, I'm not lactose intolerant. So bring it in.
All your colostrum is welcome.
Rob, it's always a treat to talk to you. Thank you.
Lots of love, Rob.
Loads of love to you too. Take care.
Okay,
Take it
bye.
easy. Rob Carlton there.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Wake up, people. Up and
Time to go to work. I don't feel like working today. Can I just stay in bed?
That Joey Manu story is a great story.
He looks like a baby himself. He's such a handsome player, plays for the Roosters. He delivered, as you may have heard on our news, his baby girl in early March, before they went off to Vegas when the Roosters went off there. And he has said nothing about this. It was his teammate Brandon Smith who blabbed the story that he delivered the baby himself at home.
I didn't have much time to think. I was like half asleep at the moment, and I just had to do it. Like pretty much, there was no other choice. The paramedics pretty much worked up not long after, so it was good.
Then it happened.
It happened.
Yep.
You know, it must have happened very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, he's good with his hands.
If you had a situation, you'd want me delivering that baby because I've been in this situation many times. You know, with my own kids.
Many?
With my own
You've
kids.
only had 3.
Yeah, but that's many times. And each time, the first one, Morgs, he took ages to come out, but I was there front and centre, right in there. Romany, she came out little dead slug because they gave her the, what's that stuff, pethidine. Helen was allergic to pethidine. So little Rome came out like this little lifeless slug. And I was running down the corridor with the doctors and the nurses, and they didn't know I was with them. And the doctor's counting back, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40. And then he goes, who are you? And I said, I'm the father. And his demeanour instantly changed. He said, what's happened is your daughter's had a reaction to the pethidine. She is currently not breathing. And then he gave them Narcan, stuff they give the junkies.
And did she instantly change colour?
You know the movie Cocoon? So they shot it into a foot and the pink went up a foot. It was like Cocoon, and a little shrieking voice. It
hasn't stopped since.
And then Dom, he came out with the cord wrapped around his neck, and we're in a theatre surrounded by students, and I've all theatred up, and I said, hey, cord. And the doctor said, good spot, that student there. He thought I was a medical doctor. And I said, actually, I'm the dad. And he looked around.
Dad.
So I'm just saying, you want me at the business end.
Well, let's tell everyone.
When it's come, and actually conception, I'm pretty good too. So.
Oh, come on.
I've had a vasectomy, but in my day.
In your day.
In my day. I was putting bums on seats.
That was your problem right there.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
Gemma and Ryan decided to have a day today and didn't come into work. Then you dropped this bombshell news.
Well, something's happened in my bag.
In your big bag of tricks.
It looks like Felix the cat bag. I've got a big bag, and every few weeks I think I should empty it out, and I never get around to it. But today, as I was rummaging through there for a boiled egg that I'd put in earlier this morning.
On any other day, that would just seem normal.
It is normal. But I noticed that there was one of those kits that you get, a sewing kit from a hotel, that had opened up and all the needles have gone through my bag.
How many needles are in there? What are you
There's
doing?
4 or 5. And so
4 or 5?
Now I'm scared to put my hand in my bag for fear I'll get needles under my fingernails like a Chinese torture.
Rambo in First Blood, remember he sutured himself?
No.
Jumped off the cliff. Then he made a tunic. Actually, made a tunic first and then sutured himself.
How's that helping my bag?
Well, he didn't even have that much equipment.
Well, you said you would gallantly go through and see if you can
bring
get
your
the
bag
needles.
around. Digital Jenna has arrived with some gloves.
Gloves? Who's using gloves?
I don't know.
Not a bum suit.
This is for. Are we in the wrong? Are we in Kyle and Jackie O's studio?
All right, now, Brendan, I haven't amended this. This is just my bag as it is. Take it from me.
It's a very nice bag. It's a Gucci bag made in Italy.
No, well, don't make me sound like a punce.
Well, it is Ponzi, is it? Or is it a knockoff?
Can people hear me? It was a second-hand designer bag that I've had for many years.
Yes, they can hear you.
It's heavy, though, isn't it?
Oh, you got some hang on. Sorry. How much medications have you...
Well, I've just come back from Africa. There's malaria tablets, there's...
Birth control pills?
That's not birth control.
Isn't it?
I think that's like a Voltaren.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Beyond Tears.
That's stuff in case my eyes get gritty. Don't read out every bit of paper. What's that?
Contract, Jonesy and Amanda.
No, so I wouldn't have...
want him gone.
Okay. Red rum.
Fisherman's Friends.
Yeah, reach in. Just really reach in and
Well,
see
I'm
if you
worried
can get
about the needles. I got them. You know, you got Boost Bar, you've got tissues.
Yeah.
You got,
what's that?
A whole apple.
Have I? You know what? I haven't put that in this week.
Oh.
How long's that been there?
I don't know. I don't know. You got sweetie drinks.
Have I? Oh, we've got those drinks. Got a mask. That's not
from the
undies. That's a
pandemic?
mask.
Okay.
From the pandemic. That has been in there for some time.
Rightio. And there was these needles. I can't even see
Well,
them.
they're probably in a side... they're in a side pocket somewhere.
I found the needle.
Well,
Rightio.
can you take them out? I don't want to empty the bag. Can you just take the needles out?
What? I don't know.
What's that? What's that?
It just pricked me. You got an air freshener.
Have I?
Imperial Treasure, Singapore, Shanghai. What's this?
Well, is it a hand wipe? What's that?
Donald Percival Percy Savage.
That is my mum's cousin, and he became famous, and then he died. And so that's a...
You got a car air freshener.
No, I don't know. What's that?
You're a fair dinkum nut.
Anyway.
Well,
you're not helping me.
Well, no, I don't think this is helping anyone.
Okay. Well, how come my bag's so heavy it's all just that light
Because you've got the third world in there. That's why. Listen, feel the heft.
Feel the heft.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Everybody shout. Come on now, sing out. It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
We are getting closer every day to someone winning $20,000 for our favourite ghoulie of the year.
Yeah. What have we got today?
I have a whopper of a ghoulie. One word, flat packs. It causes health issues like stress, high blood pressure, relationship problems. Oh my gosh, create yourself a job building flat packs and you could save a relationship.
Yeah. Flat packs.
And particularly if you think you're not getting a flat pack and suddenly it's a flat pack.
And that's the
Oh,
worst.
that's the worst surprise flat pack.
What else have we got?
Unisex toilets. No. Just wrong, no. Who came up with unisex toilets in public? I cringe every time I go to a restaurant or I'm out somewhere and it's a unisex toilet. Men aren't sharpshooters. They pee all over the floor. Women wear stylishly long flared pants, and when they sit on the toilet seat, those pants have got to drop somewhere. You have to hitch them up to your knees before you can actually do your wee. It's awful.
Actually, we should put that to the pub test tomorrow. Interesting, isn't it? Well, I mean, we have unisex toilets in our homes, obviously.
Yep.
But you know whose wee it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know whose wee you're standing in.
There's a toilet, I call it the public toilet in our house, which my youngest son uses, but it looks like a cruise ship toilet at the end of a 14-day trip.
Right.
I go, oh, my God, what's happened here, mate? What are you even walking into the door before you go?
Yeah.
He's got his phone and they just like...
It's interesting because a lot of restaurants do now have the unisex toilet. That's a good one for the pub test.
Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, doesn't matter. You'll always contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It's 3 to 9.
Our favourite caller email, a Facebook friend, wins a double pass to see Icehouse at the Sydney Coliseum, plus overnight accommodation at the Novotel and dinner at the award-winning Chew by China Doll. So this is all going to be at the Sydney Coliseum this September with Icehouse. You can book it sydneycoliseum.com.au.
You also get that Jonesy and Amanda tea towel and key ring as well, which is pretty cool.
Well, we're down at the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test today. Chris Minns wants to review the laws around alcohol consumption, maybe letting people drink at beaches and outdoor places. We asked the people, we asked you all, drinking in public, does it pass the pub test? Here's Chris from Killarney Heights.
Do you appreciate the irony of the question? Of course it doesn't pass the pub test. It's drinking in public. It's taking trade away from the pubs because people aren't drinking in the pubs. So as pub tests go, it's a definite fail.
Quite frankly, we're just in it for the accent.
That's why he's winning
Righto,
today.
you two. That's enough.
Well, Ugly Phil's up next with WSFM's Win Your Way Out of Winter.
We'll be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby dear, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
One swallow, drink, cheerio, chin, goodbye.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.